All right, let's have a look at this perspective question over here. Step number 1, let's find the vanishing points. That means taking a line from the stationary point up to the picture plane, and then you drop that down, straight down onto the horizon line. You'll note that I didn't draw the whole thing. I just drew a little line and a little line. As soon as you've done that, label it. That would be RVP over there. Please, nice block capital letters. Same story on this side. Take a line coming from the stationary point up to the picture plane, crosses over, drop a line coming down, straight down to get the LVP. LVP. Right. Okay, once we've done that, I always like to start from the highest point and then work down. So I've got this chimney over here, and I'm going to start by drawing that in. Okay, so I'm going to start out and say, okay, I've got that line going back, so I'm going to take a line, step number 1, take that down to the picture plane. Okay. Step number 2, find the height of it. That means taking a line coming across from the top of the chimney. And step number 3, take a line coming down to the point over there. You'll see that's going off to the left-hand side, so I need to take a line going off to the left-hand side. So I take a line coming down from there towards the left-hand vanishing point. Note, I'm not going all the way. I don't need to go all the way. Once I've done that, I'm now going to take a line going to the stationary point from that point over there. Let's pop that in. Line coming down, crosses over the picture plane over there, and while I'm at it, I'll take a line going to the stationary point, crosses over the picture plane over there, drop a line coming down over here, and drop a line coming down over there. And from that, I will draw in my very first line on this thing. There it is, a line going from there to there. Right, once I've got that in place, well, I can see that there is another line going off in the right-hand direction. So straight away, I'm going to draw a line coming down to the RVP over here. Take that down to the RVP. From that point over there, coming down to the RVP, not going all the way to RVP. And I'm going to take a line coming from that corner now to the stationary point, crosses over at that point, and I drop a line coming down now onto that line. I can now draw in a little line coming down over here. That, and I'm going to drop a line coming all the way down because I know that that's going to come in handy a little bit later on. Right, once I've got those lines in place, my next thing is to find, I'll find where this point over here intersects. Okay, you can see that that comes down to the picture plane, crosses over the picture plane at that point, and I'll take a line coming down over here to a height line, and I know that my height line for that will be at that point over there. So I'm going to take a line coming across to that point. Okay, that line we said was going off in the right-hand direction. So from that point, I'm going to take a line coming down to the RVP. RVP over here. Let's just get that all lined up. There it is, to the RVP over there. That line coming down over there. Once I've got that line, I'm going to take a line coming from that point over there. That would be step number 5. And I take a line coming down, and that connects up with that point that I just drew. Right, once I've got that in place, I can then take a line going back from that point towards the LVP. So I've got a line coming back over here towards the LVP, line coming back towards the LVP, and that is going to cross over at that corner over there. So I've got this line dropping down, and I'll be able to draw in that line going back over there. Right, okay, once I've got that in place, let's continue over here. I've got this corner of this house that is actually physically touching the picture plane, so I can come over here and take a line coming straight across to that corner. There it is. And I'm going to then take a line going back up to there. There we go, that goes up to that point over there. Right, once I've got that, I can see a line going back over here in the left-hand direction, so I'm going to take a line going off in the left-hand direction now. Line going off in the left-hand direction. Okay, and I know that somewhere along that line I'm going to get that corner, so I'm going to find that quickly. Find that point over there. Coming down from there, crosses over the picture plane at that point, and I drop that straight down onto that line. Right, so I now have a line that's going to go from there across to there. Okay, I suppose I can finish that part of the chimney off straight away. There we go. Right, the next thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to find a line. You'll note I've got this line going to that corner. Now that's going off in the right-hand direction. All right, so if you look at it, I've found that corner and I've got a line going to the right-hand direction. So I'm going to line that corner up over there with the right-hand line, and I'm going to draw, so from an RVP coming out there, and along that line I'm going to be able to find that corner. We know that that is touching the picture plane, so I can drop a line coming down over here, straight down, and I can now draw in that line going from there to there. Right, once I've got that, you'll see I've got this line going off in the left-hand direction. So I now take a line going from here to the left hand. There we go, off to the left-hand direction. I'm now going to take a line going from that corner over there to the stationary point over here, and I drop that down onto that. Right, once I've got that, sorry, I didn't get that quite all the way down to where I needed it. There we go. There it is, and I can draw a line going from there to there. Right, once I've got that, I need to, that is coming straight down onto the ground, so I can drop a line coming straight down to the ground. From there, I'll be able to draw a line going off to the LVP over there, so I'll take a line going from that point on the ground off to LVP, and I can then drop a line coming straight down over here to that corner over there. I've got that wall beautifully put in. There we go. Okay, the next thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to find that corner and that corner. How do I do that? Well, I'm going to take a line coming from that corner, coming down over here, crosses over. I'm going to take that down to the height of the roof. You can see the height of the roof coming across. I'm going to drop a line coming down onto that height over there. And you can see that that line over there is going off in the right-hand direction. So I take a line off to the RVP over here. There's my RVP lined up over there. Let's draw a line going all the way over there. Right, once I've got that in place, I'm going to take a line coming from that corner to the stationary point, down to there, and a line coming from that corner up there, down to the stationary point, and I can now drop that down onto that line. There we go, and down onto that line. There we go. I now have those 2 points, which I can now draw a line going down like this. Okay, that's going to that point over there. I'll be able to draw a line going from that corner to that corner. So there's that line going up there, and that line from there to there. Take that up to there. Right, once you've got that, I've got this line coming down at, well, this line at least it's going, this is going off in the left-hand direction. So I'm going to take a line coming from that corner over there, from the left-hand point. Note this going up through that corner, coming up here, and I can draw in that line going to that point over there. It would intersect with a point somewhere over there, but we don't really need to find that. Right, once I've got that, I need to find this little platform that seems to go across here. All right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a line coming across from this little platform all the way across over here. Okay, and you can see that I've got this corner over here that's touching the picture plane. I can take a line coming straight down over there, getting me a corner over there. It is a corner, so I can take it off straight down to there. I'll be able to draw a line coming across over here, right, giving me that platform. I've got this corner over here, which I have, which is going to come down to that point over there, but I need to find out where it's going to link up over there. So I've got a line that is going to go off to the RVP over here. Note I've got this line going off in the, thank goodness, off to the RVP over there, and I can draw that going up to there, and then obviously I've got this corner over here which is going off to the LVP over there. I'm going to draw that in as a construction line first. Reason being is that I've got a door in that place. Okay, I need to find the height of that door. You'll see the height of the door over here. Here's the height of the door. That's going to come across over here, you can see over here I've got this line coming down from the door. That would be step number 1. Step number 2, take the line coming across from the height of the door. Step number 3, drop that down to that point over there and take a line. That line is going off to the left hand, so I'm going to take this off to the left hand over here. There it is, going off to the left hand vanishing point over there. I need to take a line coming from the corners of the door, there, going to the vanishing point, to the stationary point, and from there to the stationary point, and drop that down into the drawing over here. Line coming down, a line coming down. And I now need to draw in a line that's going to go over there, and a line that's going to go over there. Right. Okay, once I've got that, I just need to draw a line which goes from there to there. Okay, I drew that a little bit too high there. I'm just going to rub that part out. There we go, just rub that little corner out there, right at the top. Right, once I've got that, there's the door in place, and I can then finish off these lines coming in over here and over there. Right, my door then goes back over here to the RVP. Okay, so a little line going back over here. I'm just going to take this brown crayon over here, and I'm going to take a line going back over there. Note, from the bottom of the door, but because my eyeballs are at this level over here, I'm also going to be able to look up at this thing. So I've got another line coming down from the top towards the RVP at that point over there coming down. Right, once I've got that in place, I then take this back corner over here down to the stationary point. From that back corner over there, let's just get that lined up. Stationary point and that point, line those two up, drop that down into the drawing over here, and I can now draw in a line coming down over there, and a line coming across over here to form that, and I have a little line coming from there to there. But I now have these two lines going into that corner, and I need another line going off to the right-hand vanishing point or left-hand vanishing point. Let's see. That's going off to the left-hand vanishing point, so I need to take a line coming from that corner over there off to the left-hand vanishing point. There we go, from the left-hand vanishing point. From there, going out over here, which means that I've got a little line that does that. Right, so you can see the top of the door frame over there because your eyes are underneath it. Right, okay, once that's been done, I have a line that is going to come across to the RVP from here. Okay, from that corner over there, off to the RVP, going over there. And I can then drop this corner over here straight down to that line. So there we go, line coming down over here. That's the corner of the chimney coming down to that point over there. And I'm going to have a line coming out from there. Right, once I've got that corner, I've got this line going out in the left-hand direction, so I can take a line coming from that corner, from the LVP to that corner out here. All right, and that's going to link up with that little line over there, so I can draw a line coming from there to there. I'm going to drop a line coming down from the top over there, all the way down. Right, once I've got that, I can then take a line going off from that corner to the RVP. There it is, going off to the RVP. And I can then drop this line coming down from that corner over there at the back, all the way down to there. Right, once I've got that in place, I can finish that little piece off over there. Okay, actually that little piece at the bottom, let's just be careful with that. I can rub that part out because I've got this little sort of bri thing happening here. That's on there. Let's just get that right. You've got this little bri story happening, and to get that in place, you just erase that a little bit more, just clean it up properly. Right, okay, let's get that bri in place. I can take some lines coming down to the stationary point. Let's do that. Lines coming down to the stationary point from the corner of the bri. You can see that hidden detail over there, and to the stationary point from that hidden detail over there. Bring that down, and bring that down into the picture over here. This is very fine. And there as well, very, very fine over here. Right, there's two little lines dropping down over there. So I can draw in that little piece in there, that little piece in there. Okay, I need to find the height of the bri. Okay, to get that, let's have a look. I need to drop a line coming down from the front of this thing. There it is. Line coming down, let's use a different color over here. There we go. So there's the front of the bri. Okay, and I need to find all these heights over here. So I've got a height line coming across from there, a height line coming across from there, and a height line coming across from over there. Right, that top one is in line with the picture plane, so that's quite easy. I'm going to take this line coming down from that intersection over there. Okay, down. Right, this one is on the horizon line. So I've got a line that's going to come across over here, and I can literally draw in a straight line joining those two pieces over there. It's exactly at the height of my eyeballs. Right, this one over here is going to go off to the RVP. From there, off to the RVP. Let's line that up beautifully. Dink, dink, dink. There we go. All right. And then come down to this one over here. And I draw in that line going across there. And then I can draw in a line that goes up over here, a line that goes up over there. Pull that across, a line that goes up over here to there, and a line that goes up to the top there. I can then draw in that little piece over there, that little piece over there, and the top is done. I need a line that is going to go back. You'll note that it's going all the way back to where the bottom of the chimney is. So I'm going to line that up with LVP and draw a line going back over there. I need to do the same story over here. This is going back to where the chimney is. I'm going back to LVP over there. And there we go. That's that little bri area done. Just going to fix that up a little bit. It's looking a bit manky. Right, there we go. The bri area done, the door's done. All I need to do is to find this platform area. I can draw a line coming straight down over here. There is that point over there. A line coming out, straight out over here to there. Okay, line coming straight out from there to there. Right, you'll see that I have this line coming out over here, touches over there. So I've got that going back over here. A line going back over here to the RVP. let's just do that from that corner over there, going out to the RVP. I've got that line over there. I need to find that corner on it. So I'm going to take a line going to the stationary point over here. Take that down, crosses over the picture plane there, drops down over here, and intersects with that line that I've got going out there, which means that I can now take a line coming from that corner over there to there, and I draw a line going from that point. So there'd be hidden detail over there, and there's that little piece going out there. Right, once that's been done, yeah, that's pretty much everything except for that little window over there. Let's do that. The window is quite easy. If you look at this, there it goes to that corner over there, so I can take this coming across to that line over there, a line coming across from the window over there to that line over there, line going back over here to LVP. There we go, line going there, and a line going from there to there. Right, once I've got that in place, I can drop a line coming down to the stationary point over here. Quick line coming down to the stationary point from there to there, and from there to there. Drop that down into the picture over here. Drop that down into the picture over here, and I'm going to draw a line going from there to there, and a line going from there to there. Draw a line going across over here, a line going over there. Right, I've got that corner over there, which needs to go off to the RVP. Line going off to the RVP in that direction, from that corner, and again, from that top corner, going to the RVP, going down to the RVP over there. Once I've got that, I can take that back corner in the hidden detail part down to the stationary point. Let's just get that all lined up beautifully. That going to the stationary point over there, drop that down into the picture, and I can now draw in that piece of line, coming down to there. Nudge that little piece of line in there, and that little piece of line in there. I've got a line that is going to come across from the LVP to there, so I go across there, and again from that corner to the LVP, going from that corner across from there. So if you look at this, your eyes are looking up and are able to look down, and you can see both sides of that. Right, yeah, that is everything I can see except for this piece of line over here, joining those 2 points to get that valley on that roof. Right, there we go. That's everything that I think we need to put in there. There's probably a line going at the back of this thing for the wall. Maybe I should do that. I've got a line. Let's just see. Let's say that the thickness of the wall is somewhere over there. I'm going to take that down onto the thickness of the wall. Let's just take that down quickly from there to the stationary point. Coming down over here, crosses over at that point. Drop that down over here to get a line which links up with my wall over there. And I'll have a line that is going to go off to the LVP from that point at the back there, just to say, hey, we've got a wall going at the back. There we go. That's everything done. Nope, there's one last little line. There's always one last little line. Let's put it in. A line coming down over there. Last. Right, there we go.